Paul Cook on pole position, Steve Schweikart in a different car then for this season. Up into the M1 class, he is gone. The lights go out, the race gets underway, and there's some wheel spin from Schweikart. It's a great start from Ben Pearson, isn't it? From the second row of the grid, he has swooped into the lead of the race at the first corner in that number 25 car, the 2355i, the M2355i. So he's got a big lead over the rest of them as they head up towards Druids.
Saw Ben Pearson, he put the drag racer's whole shot start. It was absolutely wonderful. And he went steaming through. I saw him win a race at Thruxton in this car last year by a country mile. But I think it'll be a bit more difficult as the race progresses. But at the moment, he's got a lead of maybe 100 metres.
Yeah, at least I would say. And it's side by side for second. That's Paul Cook being lent on there as they went through. And we'll pick up, I think it is Paul Cook that's got through into second place there. It's Schweikart in third. It's Jason Rees up from row 4 of the grid. He's into fourth place already in the number 92 car, the drive from Pontypool. Although having said that, I think that's Ronan Bradley that's possibly just gone past him as they went through. It was Ronan Bradley indeed as they went through Clearways and Clark Curve that time. So it's Pearson leading by 2.5 seconds at the end of the first lap of this race.
That's quite remarkable, isn't it, on this Brands Hatch Indy circuit to get away so rapidly, but he's gone charging through. Stuart Pywell dropped back into 7th place in the 76 car, and immaculately turned out in the Dibuzalt colours. But he's involved in a big old battle. You'll see that car coming along shortly. There's it on the right-hand side of your screen, tucking in behind.
Yeah. And
that's a novel line, wasn't it?
It certainly was. So Jason Rees there we can see in the number 9 car. Just behind him then is number 18. That is Scott Noy.
Rees having he's been ganged up on now. Rees from Pontypool in South Wales, where they used to have a round of the British Hill Climb Championship in the 1970s.
He's lost a position there to Noy, the 36-year-old from Poole. Project Management racing since 2015 in initially the Come Up BMW Championship, but also classic touring cars as well. He did stock cars as well in the past. This is the ex-Jason Williams car that he is in this M1 class. It looks relatively humble compared to some of the other cars out there, but it is a mighty machine, and there's contact there between Stuart Pywell and Jason Rees, who goes spinning around onto the grass at the exit of Graham Hill Bend. Now hopefully he'll be able to get back into the race. I don't think it was a relatively light touch, but there was contact nevertheless from Stuart Pywell in that number 76 car.
So that's kind of split the pack up a little bit. Well, one of the cars, the early laps, sounded really rough, running a cylinder down. Hasn't slowed Stuart Pywell. He's gone back after bright yellow car there going through paddock. And Pywell's now diving up the inside. Can he make that stick? It's got a bit more grip he's found on the inside, but they're still overlapping coming out of the corner. That's the number 7 car of Brown.
Yeah, and off the circuit goes Pywell, and he's going to pull off here.
Probably legacy of the damage from the earlier incident, isn't it?
So the number 7 car we're watching is that of John Brown, the Glaswegian 42-year-old gas engineer. This car built by himself 10 years ago for the short-lived M3 Cup. That was Pywell's car parked up against the wall there. As we've got Ben Pearson coming towards us. There's David Aspden now in the little Z3. And he is running in 15th position at the moment. Fantastic fields of these BMWs that we have. The M2 class lead, by the way, and is held by Paul Travers, number 77. He's in 9th position overall. Class 6 is led by Will Lake, who switched to Class 6 from the Cup class for this season. We'll try and pick up on him as we go through the race. I can see in the middle of the field there, number 69, Aidan Vilku, who's dropped back down the order in his M2.
Lake starred in that Cup class, and he was very difficult to beat.
He was. And that is the number 4 car of Lake that we're watching now. In actual fact, with David Aspden right behind him. And just behind him is the number 9 car of the recovering Jason Rees, who's going to muscle his way through in that E92 M3. Much more powerful car than those around it, so it should make short work of Will Lake there, number 4. Having moved up a division for this season then. Now, Ben Pearson's lead has sort of stabilised now. It actually came down a little bit on the last lap to 2.6 seconds. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll also keep an eye on this because it's the battle for 4th position between Ronan Bradley, number 78, and Mark Lee in the number 99 car, the driver from Halifax in West Yorkshire.
Janetta before, didn't he, at some point, Mark Lee?
May well have done.
G55, I think.
And he's going to have a go for 4th place here. He's going to be on the inside line for Paddock Hill Bend. They were 1/10 of a second apart as they went over the line, and it's now a change because Mark Lee has forced his way through at Paddock Hill Bend. So Mark Lee now up into 4th place, Ronan Bradley down to 5th. He's got about 3 seconds to make up on Steve Schweikart ahead of him, though. Those two making their way back down the hill. Ben Pearson's done another best lap of the race, 51.734, so he's extended his lead again over Paul Cook. The lap record for these cars is a 51.16, set by Graham Crowhurst 18 months or so ago. So it's still about 0.6 of a second off those kind of marks.
Crowhurst in an E46 M3 from memory.
Yeah. There's the 42 car, that's Paul Neville, who is 4th in the Cup class at the moment. And I think just ahead of him you could see there the number 61 car, that's Early Graham from Walton-on-Thames in another of the Cup class cars. And those the two Cup class leaders you can see together now, numbers 14 and 6. 14 is Dan Smith in this Automac entered car. It's another Automac prepared car for number 6, Sam Walton. Those are going to be monstered by the race leader there, Ben Pearson, who's coming through to lap them on lap 8 of this race. So there's two Automac Cup class cars having a very good battle for the lead of that particular division. It's the entry point really for the BMW Car Club Racing Championship, and a number of drivers have moved up from that Cup class into higher classes over the past few seasons. And there's Paul Cook now lapping them as well. Paul Cook, who did occasional rounds last season, didn't do all of the races, but did have 4 wins, I think, for all 4 races he took part in actual fact last year. Long time competitor with 750 micro in BMWs and in MR2s as well. See the MR2s out here at Brands Hatch tomorrow. Jason Rees, where's he up to now? He is in 12th position still.
Paul Cook was entered in an invitational class, wasn't he? But he seems to have been pulled into the main classification.
Yeah,
that looks as the race.
There's that sort of slightly rough sounding car going across the line. It was one of that group involving Aspden and Vilku and that kind of group, I think.
It's going to be quite interesting because our leader, Ben Pearson, is going to catch a bunch of cars over the next couple of laps, and he is being closed on. It's down to 1.898 that time through, but Lee has best lap in the 99 car in 4th place.
Yes, and he's only 0.4 of a second up behind Schweikart now, so we'll try and pick this one up in a moment. So it's car 43, it's just ahead of this group actually. Car 43, Steve Schweikart, and number 99, Mark Lee. So it's the white and blue car we're looking for of Schweikart and the white car of Lee. We'll see if we can pick that up on our cameras because they are together now. As they, just turning their way, here they are, into Surtees. We've got them on camera. The Crowland Garage car, number 43.
Ben Pearson got a better drive out of Graham Hill Bend that last time through. And I wonder if he's got the wake-up call now. He's done a 51.8, 52.1 to Cook. It slipped out again. So I thought it looked a little that way. And 3 tenths gain back.
Yeah, and Schweikart's also pulled out 3 tenths over Mark Lee that time as well. Although having said that, they're very close as they climb up towards Druids this time. It's not 0.6 of a second now as they turn their way through. Schweikart in that number 43 car, 49-year-old from Spalding, BMW technician in Peterborough. Been racing since 2020, did some 1300cc stock car racing. Before this, it's an S54 3.2 litre engine in his car, prepared by Crowland Garages Motorsport, and bought from Automac over last October, I think.
Getting closer now, first to second. In fact, with second place Cook going around the outside of a lapped car at Paddock, he's got absolute sight now of the leader, Ben Pearson, and it's down to 3-4 lengths. But of course, one of the slower cars has moved in front of Cook and blocked him from Druids. Got a bit confused, the driver of that one. He's nearly ran off the road in trying to make an escape.
Yeah, so we just did see that battle briefly. We're watching Steve Schweikart to get in third place on our live stream at the moment. They're turning their way through the left-hander at Surtees, just ahead of Mark Lee.
Yeah, Ben Pearson looking anxiously in his mirrors, I should think, because he's got to negotiate 3 cars up onto the Brabham Straight, but now absolutely in his slipstream. It's the 26 car of Cook.
Yeah, so the 2 leaders are together through Paddock Hill Bend. We're not seeing this on the stream at the moment. They're heading up towards Graham Hill Bend. Now, though, the 2 leaders, there's a car length between them, I can see. They're almost side by side as they turn into the right-hander. There we go, on the stream now. I've picked them up. The 25 car of Pearson, the 26 car of Cook. And Cook is really menacing. He's had something in reserve here. Pearson made a very strong start this race, but I wonder if he, I don't know, maybe got through the tyres a little bit too early. We've only had 11 minutes of racing, still 9 minutes to go. But Pearson with his work cut out now to keep Paul Cook at bay.
Yeah, very much so. Cook looks really menacing.
Pearson, another driver to start out in the junior racing ranks, and has been successful in this championship before. He was the champion in 2021 in the class 6.
He's weathered it for a lap, you know, and I noticed with the M2 that leads, just kind of dances at the back under braking for Paddock Hill Bend.
Yeah, M235i for number 25. Ben
Change
Pearson.
though coming down into Graham Hill Bend. There is our change. New leader down the inside. And it's Paul Cook who seized the advantage from Ben Pearson. He made that rocket-like start.
Yeah, Paul Cook then goes through into the lead of the race, then number 26 from number 25 in second place, Ben Pearson. Of course, it was Cook that qualified on pole position at 51.28. Pearson was 51.56 in qualifying. So theoretically a couple of tenths faster at least. Paul Cook, so we'll see if he can now extend that advantage as one of the slower cars jumps out of the way on the Brabham Straight of the 2 leaders.
Those roles are reversed now, and Ben Pearson has sight of Cook's car, but it's Cook who has to negotiate the traffic, not for maybe half a lap or so now, but see Pearson's car looks quite compact. There's Aspden in the Z car,
and that's allowed Aidan Vilku, I think, to get through ahead of him. That's for 4th place within the M2 class as well. So Aspden loses out there. Class M2 still being led by, well, actually now being led by David Heasman from Camden Ranger.
and the
Paul
cup
Travers.
order's changed. It's Walton from Smith now.
It is, and Class 6 still being led by Will Lake in number 4. Got just under 7 minutes left to go in the race. That's a lap still to Mark Lee.
Cook's just done the damage. I think he's broken the resolve of Pearson this time round. Gap's gone out to 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, with a third of the race left to go. There is Mark Lee in 4th place, number 99. 3.2 litre E46 M3. He's just lost a bit of contact now with Schweikart in the number 43 car. And from Lincolnshire. There is Lee heading his way through Surtees McLaren. Good battle going on for the lead of the Cup class. That's going to change again by the looks of it, looking out of our commentary box window.
That changed because they were lapped going into Paddock Hill Bend, and as the lapping car washed wide in front of the class leader, his pursuer was able to duck through.
So that's Dan Smith back ahead of Sam Moulton then for the Cup class lead. Multi-class racing, always spectacular with lots of lappery, lots of traffic to for slower cars to deal with. And there's 3 wide, all on different laps there. I think that's Paul Cook blasting past. Actually, that's Paul Travers getting a position from Cavan Granger, isn't it? So Cavan Granger, I think, was just slow off Graham Hill Bend. So Travers now back to 2nd within the M2 class. David Heasman will be his next target. Paul Cook is going to make his way past the number 44 car now. which is that of Ben Haynes, the Evesham man, in his 330i. And he's still got the novice cross you can see on the back of his car. Ben Pearson blasts his way through. And you've got Granger trying to get that place back from Travers, second place in the M2 class as they headed up to Druids that time. New livery for Granger on that number 37 car for this season. And he's got, I think it's a new car in fact, and he drops back down with the advantage. So Cavan Granger getting second place back from Paul Travers in Class M2. We've not seen much of the lead though. David Heasman in the course of this race in the number 5 car. The man from Biggleswade, 49 years of age, differential engineer, been racing for the past 13 seasons. So a good battle there for second in Class M2. Paul Cook's lead has extended to 1.9 seconds now over Ben Pearson. Stephen Schreikart's gap over Mark Lee is 0.6. Came down by 0.6 that time, so we'll might have a battle for third and fourth on our hands again before the end of this race. They're just going, here they are now, they're just getting in amongst the Granger and Travers battle. That shows you the differential in performance between classes M1 and class M2. Class M2 cars, the best of them lapping in the mid 54s. The front running M1s in the mid 51s. So quite a differential in performance. 4 seconds.
Smoking now, Reese's car.
It is from the left rear, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what it is?
Is that damage from the earlier incident with Pywell? Is it a wheel arch in on the tyre?
Could be, but I wouldn't have thought it was in quite the right place for where the contact came. To be honest, but maybe wrong. But
it sounded rough though, coming past the. And it's front. It's the front corner that's locking. Yeah. The front left is locking.
Yeah.
2 3/4 minutes to nurse this car back.
Yeah, he'd got back up to 9th position, but probably not lapping the kind of times he would have expected to have done. So clearly all has not been well with that car. The Park Vehicle Repair Centre entered car, doing all kinds of mechanical and bodywork repairs down there in South Wales. He's going to go on to another lap. Mark says 2.5 minutes or so left to go in that race. Paul Cook taps him, and the closing speed there was quite substantial as they went through. So Paul Cook leading, number 26, Ben Pearson second, number 25, Stephen Schreikart third, number 43, and Mark Lee, number 99 in 4th position. It's good to have a much stronger Class M1 representation this season. It was a little bit thin on the ground at times last year. But we've got 9, I think, 10 Class M1 cars. No, 11 actually, if I look down the order and see Stuart Pywell there, although he stopped, of course, early on in this race. And his son Andrew was a retirement at the end of the first lap as well, for the pit lane. So not a happy first race of the season for the Pywell family. You had some victories between them during the course of 2024. There's David Heasman. He's our Class M2 leader, very nicely turned out. Number 5 car, the E36 330i. Car number 5, it's just been lapped there by Ben Pearson. Looks like it's going to be good to take the M2 class honours. 1996 car, 29 years old that car is, and it still looks as fresh as it did the day it rolled off the production line. It looks absolutely fantastic.
I think Munich would be proud.
Yeah. It was built by A1 Rally Sport a couple of years ago, that particular car. Oh, Reese is off the circuit now.
Yeah, he's got big issues, hasn't he? I think that it's locking up, it's pulling all over the place.
Checkered flag can't come soon enough.
In fact, the front left wheel isn't moving by the looks of things. It looks like it's absolutely jammed solid.
Yeah. So doing well to make the progress that he is and just bring this car home to the checkered flag and hopefully repair that over the lunch break. These cars back out again at 5:10 this evening for their second race of the day.
Last lap now for Paul Cook and Ben Pearson, Stephen Schweikart and Mark Lee.
Yeah, just picking up the number 75 car there, that's Craig Emerson. There's the battle for third just going through shot. We also see the treble 8 car of Andy Phillips, 44-year-old company director from Nantwich, in his 3rd season of racing. There you can see still this battle going on for second place in M2 between Travers and Granger, but our victor is shortly to come up to the line. Paul Cook is not too far away from the checkered flag now. Here he is, up to the line he comes, and Paul Cook takes the checkered flag, and he wins the opening round of the BMW Car Club Racing Championship for 2025 by 4.1 seconds in the end, from number 25 Ben Pearson in second, 43 Stephen Schweikart is third, number 99 Mark Lee is in fourth position, gets the best lap of the race, the Ravenel Fastest Lap Award as well. And then, yes, now Ronan Bradley comes across the line in fifth, number 78. Sixth should be number 18, Scott Noy. We've already got cars through a lap down, including David Heasman, our Class M2 winner. And Cavan Granger, who got the better of Paul Travers in the battle for second within that class. David Aspden I can just see flashing through there. I think that there was Will Lake going through to complete victory in Class 6. So Will Lake wins Class 6, and the Cup class has already gone the way of Dan Smith as well from Sam Walton after their race-long struggle. But Paul Cook it was that bounced back after that fast start from Ben Pearson to win the opening BMW Car Club Racing Championship round of 2025. Another race later on, and then full season of action with the next meeting at Silverstone next month. But here are the results. Paul Cook it was that won after 23 laps in his BMW E46 M3. Number 26, he won by 4.1 seconds from number 25 Ben Pearson in second place. Third was number 43 Steve Schweikart. In fourth place, number 99 Mark Lee. In fifth position, number 78 Ronan Bradley. Sixth was number 18 Scott Noy. Seventh was number 7 John Brown. Eighth was number 235 Michael Dark. Those are all of the drivers finishing on the lead lap. Then we had our Class M2 winner, number 5 David Heasman in the E36 330i, from Cavan Granger in the E36 330ci, and a similar car for number 77 Paul Travers. So they were 10th and 11th, second and third within class. 12th, and driving around a big problem, number 9 Jason Rees. 13th was number 69 Adrian Vilku. 14th was number 20 David Aspden. And a bit further back, we've got 48 Mike Nash. Will Lake was in 16th position and won Class 6. And then winning the Cup class in 19th position overall was Dan Smith from Sam Walton. So that's all the racing that we've got before the lunch break. There's more racing to come a little bit later on, in around about 50 minutes time. We'll get back underway at 2:10 with the 116 Sprint Trophy and the 120 Coupe Cup. But let's head downstairs now, once again, to the far end of the pit lane. We'll hear from Josh Barrett with our successful drivers from the BMW Car Club Racing Championship.
So we're down here after the first BMW Car Club race, and winner Paul Cook. Well done, Paul. That like the start didn't quite go to plan, and then you managed to hunt Ben down.
Yeah, I don't know if I missed a gear or come out of gear. I'm not sure. I have to look at the footage, but yeah, it was a great start. But yeah, once I got in behind Ben, I knew kind of he wouldn't last to the end on his tyres. A little bit heavier car, yeah. So I wasn't being impatient. I was just kind of just trying to keep with him. And then the back markers probably helped me out more than that. Then they helped him out. Yeah. So yeah, it was good race. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Mike Eustace. I've only sat in this car this morning for the first time. It's Mike's car who's very generously lent me it, and he must be mad, but it's all unscathed at the moment. So fingers crossed for the second race we'll take it home in the same condition.
Grid looking good, a big M1 grid today, the biggest we've seen for some time. Yeah,
it's good to see. You know, you got the likes of Steve Schweikart, who's straight on the money. And it's just a general mix of good drivers all around, really, in all classes.
Yeah, because it's round here that the all classes thing make more of a difference to you, because obviously you have to catch up the slower cars as well to get past. Yeah,
that's very true. I had a couple of hairy moments with a back marker, and the main straight kind of went across at the
there you go.
Right at the wrong time, but yeah, we brought it home.
Well done. I think if we've got time, we're going to speak to the top three overall as well, hopefully. So we'll speak to Ben Pearson while he's here. Ben, a fantastic start there for you, but Paul was saying that your car a bit heavier, so it didn't look after the tyres as well as the M3s?
No, it didn't. I managed to get a really good start, pulled a big gap. I thought hopefully I'd be able to maintain it, but unfortunately the tyres couldn't hold on for the duration of the race. So hopefully we'll do some adjustments, make them last a bit longer in the next race.
It's good to see you back, and the grid in M1, I just said to Paul, is very different to when you last raced here.
It is, yeah. I mean, there was only a couple of us there, but now it's a good grid, close competition. Should be a good season.
So tell us about the M2, because it's a bit different, I guess, to the M3s.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the one thing is a lot heavier than the older cars, and it's turbocharged, not naturally aspirated. So yeah, there's a lot of differences there, but hopefully we make it work.
And try again later on.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Well done, Ben. From Steve's over here, if we go back again. Steve, while you're here, we'll have a quick word with you on third position overall, a new car for this season.
Yes, new car, new class, everything. So yeah, I couldn't put it. You know, Clone Canes, they've helped me get here really, so I wouldn't be here. I would have packed up, sort of thing. So yeah, can't say any more. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good result, isn't it, with a strong M1 grid to jump into as well.
Yes, I went to Snet and did a bit of testing it. We had a few issues we've sorted, but I didn't expect to be on the money that quick. Definitely not.
You think you've got anything for these two later on?
Yeah, no problem. If I can get off the line, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to learn. That's the first clutch start I've done with it. So yeah, not many places you can do that. So yeah, I think we'll be right. Race 2.
With much more powerful cars you've got now, does that make the start more challenging?
Yes, this has got a different clutch in it, a multi-plate clutch, so it's very hard to get off moving. It's bad enough just drawing off here, so on a grid with all them behind you, it's pretty scary, but we got there. We finished, that's the main thing. I'm real happy, so yeah.
Well done. So congratulations to our top three overall. We're going to head down here now, see what class winners we can speak to. We'll start with the one the closest to me this time. This is Will Lake, another driver of a new class, but same result for you, Will, with the class win and battling against cars in the higher classes.
Yeah, a bit of battling against the cars in M2. Very lucky. I moved up from the Cup to be in a lot of groups, cars that are in Class 6, but there's only 4 here today. So I got slightly lucky, but I know it will be a lot tougher in races to come. But lovely day. Yeah, just getting used to the car. Yeah, it went as well as I could have hoped. I didn't expect to win, so it's very good.
Yeah, the grid spread's totally changed really from last year. Like you say, Class 6 was the big grid last year. This weekend, at least, M1 is the big grid. But it's a big grid of BMWs, whatever the case.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone here is a car fan, and it's very impressive to see all those M3s out on the track, even if they're sort of going around me. But yeah, no, it's a good spectacle. And if there's lots of people here enjoying BMWs with the car club, then that's fine. Is
this the same cars you raced last year upgraded, or a new car?
It's actually Steve's. So he's gone up into the M3 and I've taken his one. So I suppose you could say it's got some pedigree. Yeah. But it's been very well looked after, so I'm reaping his rewards. So thank you, Steve.
Well done, well driven. So that's Will Lake, our Class 6 winner. We head back, our M2 winner was... we've got Kevin Granger here, so we'll speak to Kevin. Looked like a real competitive battle there you had.
Quite fun that was, yeah, quite a good thing. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm not sure if I've won or not because...
I thought you were second, but we'll talk to you.
Well, yeah, talk to me as well, yeah. I mean, Dave, bless him, he's done really well, but he had a full start, so we had to wait and see, won't we? Yeah, but no, it's good. It's enjoyable out there. Sun's out, which is all good, isn't it?
Yeah.
New car this year, so I'm still getting a little bit used to it, but the car's good, so it's just down to me to drive it properly, really.
How much sort of time have you had in it before today?
Hour. Couple of hours here on the track day when it was wet. So that's about it. Yeah, it's a bit different. And obviously quali. So it's good in quali.
Yeah.
I'm not playing about suspension or anything. I bought the car how it is. It's Lee Pearce's old car. He won M2 a couple of years ago. So I've got the tools, I've just got to learn to drive it. If I learn to drive it, then maybe I'll win.
Oh, better luck later on.
No, but it's a good race, enjoyable.
Well done. And then have we got Daniel Smith over behind me? Daniel, well done. Your first race and a win as well?
Yes, first time out, so got a curl off Neil and yeah, first time out, so glad to be first in class. So it's a bonus. I was just wanting to get here and finish the day, to be honest. So to be first in class, I'm over the moon, really.
Looked like you had a close competition though throughout that race.
Oh, it was, yeah, he was in front, I was in front. It was a good battle, and like I said, coming from track days to racing, it's such a big jump. And going from that, like I said, he was fair. I think it's Sam. He was fair, and we give each other space, but we wanted a race, and that's what we got.
Tell us a bit about the experience. Like you say, you've done track days before. Now your first day when you're actually a competitor in a race meeting.
Obviously, I've been racing with Graham Crowhurst, obviously, for years now, and I've always looked after his cars. I've got an M3 myself, and I thought, I've been saying for years I'm going to
do it, I'm going to do it. And then Neil said, look, I've got a cup car so you can borrow. Like, let's sort something out. So I just said, oh, YOLO, let's do it, throw myself into it. And I did. And coming from track days, it's a totally different experience. There's just cars everywhere.
I guess it helps for the format of the day. You know about it because you've been here with Graham.
Yes, exactly. So it's nice to be. I've been in a paddock for many years now, and obviously been mechanic, so I know the routine, I know where to go, I know what to do. So it's nice to be actually sitting on the start line though instead of behind there. So it's a weird feeling, but look, I've had a great day, and we've got one more race yet, so it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Is this a one-off, or are you going to be for the full year?
I'm 750. I'm not sure if we're doing any more of this at the moment, but we're doing. I've done it in Park next weekend, but then obviously we're doing. I don't know what next one is for 750. I've got to find out, because the goal is to race my M3 and not borrow this. But obviously being a novice, I had to start somewhere. So we'll see how far we go down next weekend, see how that goes, and then I'll jump on the next one with 750. They're a good bunch of lads, and he runs well. So yeah. You should see me about again.
Well done on a great debut.
Thank you.
So there's top 3 overall and class winners as well from the BMW car club.